Richard Allan Pittman is born on 26 May 1945 in San Joaquin County near Stockton, California. He attends Hazelton Elementary School, Fremont Junior High School, and graduates from Franklin High School, Stockton, California in June 1964. After he is passed over by the Army and Navy due to being legally blind in one eye, Pittman enlists in the United States Marine Corps Reserve at Stockton on 27 September 1965. He is discharged on 31 October 1965 to enlist in the regular Marine Corps the following day. After recruit training at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego, California in December, he leaves for individual combat training with the 1st Battalion, 2nd Infantry Training Regiment, Camp Pendleton, California. Upon graduating in February 1966, he is promoted to Private First Class. Transferring to the Far East in the Republic of Vietnam, he joins India Company, Battalion Landing Team, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, and serves as a rifleman with this unit until May 1966. He then becomes a rifleman and squad leader with India Company, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, 1st Marine Division, serving in this capacity until February 1967. He is promoted to Lance Corporal on 1 July and receives a meritorious promotion to Corporal on 12 November 1966. Corporal Pittman next sees duty as section leader and motor vehicle transport operator in the Transport Company, 7th Motor Transport Battalion, 1st Marine Division, redesignated Transport Company, 7th Motor Transport Battalion, Force Logistics Command. While serving in Vietnam, he participates in numerous combat operations, including Operation Deckhouse 1 and Joint Operation Nathan Hale, Operation Deckhouse 2 and Operation Hastings in Quang Tri Province, Operation Colorado and Operation Napa, Operation DeSoto, and in action against enemy forces at Da Nang. Upon his return to the U.S., he serves his last tour of duty as a postal clerk with Headquarters Company, Headquarters Battalion, 5th Marine Division, Camp Pendleton, California. While stationed here, he is promoted to sergeant on 1 December 1967. He is discharged from active duty on 5 April 1968 and receives the Medal of Honor from President Lyndon Johnson on 14 May 1968. In 1970, he reenlists in the Marine Corps and is promoted to the final rank of Master Sergeant during his 21-year career, retiring on 27 October 1988. His citation reads, "The President of the United States of America, in the name of Congress, takes pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Sergeant Richard Allan Pittman, Marine Corps Service Number 211-9979, United States Marine Corps, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty on 24 July 1966. While serving with Company I, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, 1st Marine Division Reinforced, Fleet Marine Force, in action against armed enemy forces near the Demilitarized Zone, Republic of Vietnam. While Company I was conducting an operation along the axis of a narrow jungle trail, the leading company elements suffered numerous casualties when they suddenly came under heavy fire from a well-concealed and numerically superior enemy force. Hearing the engaged Marines call for more firepower, Sergeant Pittman quickly exchanged his rifle for a machine gun and several belts of ammunition, left the relative safety of his platoon, and unhesitantly rushed forward to aid his comrades. Taken under intense enemy small arms fire at point-blank range during his advance, he returned the fire, silencing the enemy position. As Sergeant Pittman continued to forge forward to aid members of the leading platoon, he again came under heavy fire from 2 automatic weapons, which he promptly destroyed. Learning that there were additional wounded Marines 50 yards further along the trail, he braved a withering hail of enemy mortar and small arms fire to continue onward. As he reached the position where the leading Marines had fallen, he was suddenly confronted with a bold frontal attack by 30 to 40 enemy. Totally disregarding his safety, he calmly established a position in the middle of the trail and raked the advancing enemy with devastating machine gun fire. His weapon rendered ineffective, he picked up an enemy submachine gun and, together with a pistol seized from a fallen comrade, continued his lethal fire until the enemy force had withdrawn. Having exhausted his ammunition except for a grenade which he hurled at the enemy, he then rejoined his platoon. Sergeant Pittman's daring initiative, bold fighting spirit, and selfless devotion to duty inflicted many enemy casualties, disrupted the enemy attack, and saved the lives of many of his wounded comrades. His personal valor, at the risk he gave to himself, reflects the highest credit upon himself, the Marine Corps, and the United States Naval Service. As always, stay safe, Devils, stay salty, Semper Fi, and carry on.